So we launched in February of 2020, and I was planning to tell you guys pretty soon after that I was the person behind Naturium. And then you guys know what happened in March. Everything kind of changed.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the best house. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. And if you're just coming by to see what's up with this video, I hope you consider subscribing before you go. Right, today I want to talk about Susan Yara. I have never watched her videos. She has 1.25 million subscribers. There's some messy stuff and shady stuff going on with this YouTuber. Seems like her channel is kind of like Hiram's channel. She does a lot of reviews and a lot of reactions for skincare routines and beauty products, mostly for targeting skincare. She also gives a lot of advice in her channel. So the whole thing started when she made a review on a product company called The Ordinary. Seems like there was a lot of backlash that she was a little harsh on them. She became a co-founder and co-owner from this company called Natori M, which is a direct competitor from this Ordinary skincare company. But the worst part is that she was testing, talking about the product, not disclosing that she had any part on the company. She's like talking highly about it in her channel with 1.25 million subscribers, recommending it to people, not disclosing it's her company.
This is by Naturium. I really like this brand, Naturium. It's a newer brand that I've been using.
And in the end of the day, this is not only morally wrong, but it's also illegal. So if you go to FTC, you see the guidelines for disclosure on social media for products. Disclose when you have any financial, employment, personal or family relationship with a brand. Financial relationships are limited to money. Disclose the relationship if you got anything of value to mention a product. If a brand gives you a free or discounted product or other perk, make disclosure even if you weren't asked to mention that product. Just disclose. I do it all the time. If you guys see my videos doing reviews here in the channel, I do it all the time. It really doesn't hurt anybody. Obviously, I'm not 1.25 million subscribers strong, but if you just keep that culture, it really not gonna hurt you in the long run. When in doubt, just do it. I mean, so after all of this happened, she posted into her description box that now she's a co-founder of the Natori M company because things started getting aggravating for her. People started going to her Instagram and there's a comment that says, "I feel deceived and that's really disappointing because I liked, respect and trusted you." And then she says, "I'm very sorry. I hope you eventually try the product." She's still selling the product. A fan just told her,
"Hey, I don't believe you anymore. I am really disappointed in you."
She's like,
"Oh, I'm sorry, but buy the product."
Obviously, we have a whole lot of evidence out there from videos to tweets to Instagram that she was blatantly deceiving people, knowingly that she was either participating on the creation of the products or packaging and things like that, or knowing that she was actually going to become a part of the company and decided blatantly not to tell anyone about it. And I want to get to the apology video, but first, let's see this clip from Jen Love's reviews on this situation. And I think that it's a very important piece of information to keep in mind while we watch the apology video.
This is a brand that all of you have been asking for. I have been paying attention to all of the things that you've been asking for over the last couple of years. I signed my agreement, my formal agreement, just a couple weeks ago.
Well, if you notice, there's a lot of focus on retinol and vitamin C because those are my two.
Yes!
I signed my agreement, my formal agreement, just a couple weeks ago.
So, it seems based on Susan's story, the timeline is this. She works with her investor, Ben, to develop the formulas and packaging for Natori M. We know from other brands disclosing that this process takes 6 months to a year. So let's say this relationship potentially started at the earliest in April of 2019. They have a soft launch on Amazon in October, per this interview, and their website launch in February of 2020. Susan starts talking about the brand on her Facebook group and in her YouTube channel in April. Then she abruptly stops. It's clear from her launch video that she not only had a relationship with the brand, but helped with the entire process along the way. But why would someone work with an investment company to develop skincare formulas for multiple products without knowing she would get something out of it? That just makes absolutely no sense.
The biggest question, in my opinion, is why did she hide this information? She answers it in her apology video, in which, by the way, I believe is the worst apology video I have ever seen. She did not want to be there. It's just so fake and so forced. It just reeks of damage control. I was just shocked with her apology video.
Hi everyone, this is a video that I didn't expect I would ever have to make, but I know that a lot of you wanted to hear from me.
She already started her apology by saying, I didn't want to make this. This is not something that I care for. If you guys want one, here it is.
That I am very, very sorry for any disappointment, for any upset that you might be feeling, for any distrust you might have for me right now. This was never my intention when I put my announcement video up over the weekend. My intention and the way I felt over the weekend and when we put the video up, what I thought was gonna happen was immense, surprise and a lot of happiness.
Hi, it's voice over me. I wasn't gonna say anything about this little clip, but I can't not say anything. Unless this person has a lot of Botox on their forehead, there's no emotion, there's no remorse in the voice, in the face. It's just like lifeless and it looks so forced. And how delusional do you have to be to think that you're going to deceive influencers and your subscribers and still think that when you come out and tell them the truth, people are just going to applaud you and buy your shit?
When you take everything and you put it all together in little clips like that, how bad this looks. I think that your disappointment is justified. And I realize that I have made some pretty big mistakes.
If Jen Love's reviews timeline is correct, it took her a whole year plus to realize that she made big mistakes.
What's that smell? Is that some bullshit?
Up until a couple of weeks ago, I hadn't become the formal partner and the formal co-founder of Natori M. I signed my formal agreement, just a couple weeks ago. I was involved with the brand and I should have disclosed that to you. I justified it in my head that I could go ahead and start talking about the brand.
Again, this is so very irritating. Why would you think that you couldn't talk about the brand before? You can always talk about the brand. You just have to disclose your relationship with the brand while you speak about it. Otherwise, it's just illegal, no matter what you think on your head.
We also didn't have a formal agreement, and those are the things that you don't really disclose until it is finalized.
She didn't have to start promoting the items or the company until she had the paperwork.
We wanted this to not be an influencer brand. That's what it becomes, right? It's an influencer brand, but it's a serious skincare line. And that was very, very important for me to get that information out there for all of you to know this is a serious skincare line.
Can we hear that again?
We wanted this to not be an influencer brand. This is a serious skincare line.
If you follow her or you are a subscriber to her who gets your tips and tricks for a better skin to watch this, I had to pull my hair up. For her to have the nerve to say that she didn't want it to be an influencer brand because this is a serious skincare brand. So how serious does she take her content? How seriously does she take herself? Is it worth for you to keep following her and keep your subscription to her? Because it looks like she doesn't take what she does seriously. It does not look like that she takes her videos on YouTube and what she tells you that she believes in is serious. Wow, holy shoot.
I didn't plan on announcing this past weekend. I felt pressure to announce. Last week, there were people who picked up on hints that I might have some involvement in this brand. And they started to do things that were a little bit concerning and started to involve other people. They went on to the Natori M account and they started to message every single person that the account was following. They started to, reach out to reporters. That's all the kind of stuff that made me think, you know what? I guess there's not going to be a good time to announce this. Let's do it.
I didn't want to bother to let you guys know that I was a co-founder. But since people are finding out, let's do this. Because people are finding out and I'm looking bad.
I maintain I wanted honest feedback. My business partner, Ben, wanted honest feedback, and so did the team. We were excited to hear from people, consumers, content creators, anybody who was trying the brand. We were excited to get that confirmation.
Okay, so now it's time to place another little clip from Jen Love's reviews on that whole feedback thing, because I try to explain what I think, but Jen Love's reviews actually does explain better than me. She kind of gets me. So let's go.
So this is my conspiracy theory, allegedly. Susan knew the stigma related to influencer brands, so instead of saying it's her brand, she decided to be the influencer promoting it and to recruit the biggest names in YouTube skincare to unknowingly promote it as well. That way, she gets the benefit from rave YouTube reviews without audience judging the influencers as biased and her products as a cash grab. What resulted, however, was Susan adding to the cruddy influencer image that makes influencer brands so difficult to launch. And that's what makes this whole story so flippin' sad. She built up a huge audience and relationships with influencers only to mislead everybody when there was truly no need to do this.
We're in July or June. That's a long time to hide all of this information.
I do want to put out there that anybody who has been associated with me, whether that's my team, my moderators, and my private Facebook group, any content creators, anybody that I might have been associated with and that showed support for me, I think that you guys should leave them alone, first and foremost, because this is my fault and this has nothing to do with them at all. So I would hope that you guys would leave them out of it. I especially want to apologize to any of the content creators that were supportive of, my launch and everything, and that were included in my announcement video. They truly had no idea until last week when I started to call them up and record those Zoom conferences. This was meant to be fun. It was meant to be a joyous moment, and I thought, I was gonna get the response that I got from them. I thought that was gonna be the overall response, but I didn't think that this would make it seem like they were in on this, and I feel absolutely terrible about that. I do not want them to, these are really good people, and I don't want them to.
All right, I don't want to be cruel to a person that starts crying on a YouTube video, but she was really not very sincere throughout the video, and then at 6 minutes within the video, she starts crying.
If you guys know the skincare community, they're all really good people. And I hate that I, in any way, I hate that I dragged anybody into this, because that was absolutely not my intention. All of my intention was really good, and I thought this was gonna be a joyous moment. And as far as things that have been said about me, I think what's sometimes more damaging is when you treat people like they aren't human beings.
What the hell am I watching? She stopped crying, and now she's yelling at us.
As if it's not scary enough to walk outside with your kids. When you do things like that, you actually also make matters worse, and you set everybody back, because that's also not correct. And that is not the way I live my life. As far as the revenue that was made off of the discount code that was given, it's not profit, but there was revenue. And that money will be donated to 3 different organizations that I have chosen and that my team also loves. I'm gonna leave all of that information in the description box below.
So they're gonna donate that money, which is the YouTube apology special. Whenever you do something wrong, you donate some money to an organization. I'm not trying to say that that's wrong, and it's great because people are screwing up all the time. Way to go, YouTubers. Just keep up the fuck ups. This video was not only super unsincere and already from the get-go set the tone that she was not there willingly, but also, oh my God, this apology was like, it was an aggressive apology. I feel attacked. Not like that she attacked me, but I feel like, what am I watching? I don't know. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna leave. I have no words about this YouTuber. I have no idea how she managed to have 1.25 million people follow her. I mean, I guess she was good, but she doesn't take herself seriously, clearly. She said that her company doesn't need to be attached to a influencer because it's a serious company. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think down below, because I don't know this person. The only video I have watched of her was I'm sorry video, and I'm like traumatized for life. Thank you so much. And if you last this long, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell button so you can get notified every time I post. Also, like this video if you want to see more content like this, and follow me on Instagram. I post a ton of stuff there that's super fun. You might like it, you might not, but you have to go and check it out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Bye!